This app, and this app were all built with a single prompt and without me writing a single line of code. Building an app used to be hard, like really hard, and now it's never been easier. So what's the challenge now? Building something that actually solves a problem. My name is Philipp, I'm the co-founder and managing director of a software company based in Germany, and we have built software and software as a service solutions for industry clients from around the world. We have learned how to solve real business problems, and in this channel you can shortcut your way in this process. So if you like this kind of information, subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the Firebase Studio. Head over to firebase.google.com and then just click Get Started. The full stack AI workspace. Click on Firebase Studio and then it opens this clean canvas for you. And here I just give it this prompt, a simple recipe maker that generates recipes based on the ingredients I have in my fridge. Simple UI, green color scheme. That's it. That's just a simple prompt, and I will copy that prompt and I will use the very same prompt also for the other tools. Alright, then I just click on Prototype with AI. And after clicking the button, it gives me this blueprint of the app and lists out everything important. That's amazing. For example, it gives me the features and the style guides, and actually everything looks great. So I just click on Prototype this app. And now it's doing everything for me. It's coding everything in the background. It's creating the files. It's creating the architecture of the app, which was also very difficult before. Before you needed to have a local setup, and Firebase Studio is doing all of this for you. Alright, just a few seconds later, it has this beautiful app done for us. And now to make it really work, we need a Gemini API key. And we don't have to go somewhere, we don't have to pick it in a very techy place. We can just click that button and it will do everything for us. So I just click that button, auto-generate API key. Okay, the Gemini API key was updated and now everything should work. Let's try it. So we have this beautiful UI over here, and I just give it some ingredients that I have in my fridge. And then I just click Generate Recipes. I have mushrooms, cheese, tomatoes, milk, spinach. Now I'm excited what kind of recipes this app will bring up. Okay, there seemed to be a bug or an error, and before this was a big issue, but right now I can just click that button and let AI fix that for us. Alright, so the AI is working for us in the background again and is fixing the error for us. I'm excited if it will work out. That looks great. Now let's try it again. Alright, there you go. Now we have a nice list of recipes. This took us literally 2 to 3 minutes to build this entire app. That's crazy. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Now I am at lovable.dev and I will give it the exact same prompt. So at Firebase Studio it gave me the blueprint first and I was able to change that blueprint, right? But over here it's just telling me that it understood the task and then it will go right in. So it gives me this text. I'd love to create a recipe maker app for you with a simple UI and a green color scheme. This will be a great tool to help you find recipes based on the ingredients you already have at home, and so forth. For the first version, I'll implement these key features. For the color scheme I'm planning to use, I'll use subtle animations for interactions, clean typography, and a card-based layout that makes your recipes easy to browse. Alright, so it gave me all of this information, but at this point of time, I'm not able to change it, but Lovable will go straight forward and build that app for us. So let's see what's the result of this. It's setting up all the files for me, it's coding for me. You can see it here on the side. The code is generated by itself, which is crazy. Alright, only after 1 or 2 minutes, we already got the result. From my experience, Firebase Studio is a little bit faster than lovable.dev, but the result here is also crazy good. After a few minutes and one single prompt, we get this result. So I gave it the same list of ingredients and then I hit the add button and see what it does for us. Alright, after hitting find recipes, it gives me these nice looking cards with all of the recipes, and to build something like that you would need to have a great designer to do that, and it would take a lot of time. But this one is just generic content. It's not connected to any backend and it's not connected to any large language model. So the results that we see here are just examples. This is not real. So if I give it different ingredients, it will give me maybe the same examples, right? So to make this really work, I would have to add a backend to it and then connect it to an API like OpenAI or Gemini to make this really work. At Firebase Studio, this worked out of the box. You remember, we just hit that button, auto-generate Gemini API key, and then everything was set up for us. In this case, we need to add Supabase to it. But to add a backend is very, very simple. You just click that button up here, and then you select your Supabase project, and with one click, that's connected. Then in the prompt down here, you can also write these functions like connect to Gemini or connect to OpenAI. You can also just prompt that from here, and then it will set it up for you in the backend. So it's a little bit more work here, but once you have set this up, it makes you more flexible. Once you have connected Supabase, Supabase is a backend as a service. You basically have authentication, you have a database, and you have functions that are running in the cloud that can connect to any API that you like. So for prototyping, Firebase Studio was faster, it was easier to connect it to the Gemini API, but once you want to have more functionalities for backend, database, it gets more complicated and it needs some manual work at the moment. I'm sure Google will fix that, and also in the future you will have the option to add these things more easily, but at the moment prototyping things are very easy, easier than at Lovable, but when you want to go forward, at the moment it will still require some more work. On the other hand, Lovable, you need to have some setup now with Supabase, which is super simple, just by clicking this button and connecting the backend, and then you have a lot of possibilities to work with it. All right, let's give the same prompt to bolt.new and see what Bolt can do for us. So I'm at bolt.new, I don't even have an account there, I just added the prompt and now I hit the button and see where we can go. All right, after hitting the button, it asks me to log in. I will quickly create an account and do that. So it was really easy to set up an account. I just clicked login with Google, then I was in, and it started immediately to build this app. It builds all of the files for us in the backend, it codes everything for us, and it makes basically everything for us, which is great. Wow, that was fast. That was really the fastest one. It just built this thing in maybe 30 seconds. That's crazy. So here I had to give it the ingredients step by step. It was not finding any recipes when I just pasted all of them in, but now I separated them and now it found this recipe. So as a summary, Firebase Studio is made for speed. It's a rapid prototyping tool, perfect when you want to test out an idea quickly. You start with a blank canvas or a project-specific workspace and then let Gemini do its work. It's not meant for full apps, just the early stage ideas. Backend integration is limited and there's no payment setup. But if you just want to sketch, iterate and move fast, this is it. Lovable, on the other hand, is a full stack, no-code platform built with content understanding in mind. It supports database connections, authentication, Stripe integration and a custom backend. With the possibility to add a backend, it does not just look good, it's also secure and scalable. Bolt, on the other hand, works with low code or no code depending on how deep you want to go. It works with 14 frameworks from React to Svelte, Vue to Remix and more. Bolt also handles backend, databases, authentication, even payment integration, though right now this part is manual. So tools like this have changed everything. You don't need to be a senior dev, you don't need to know a million frameworks, you just need an idea and the drive to build something real. What do you think about Firebase Studio? Do you think it will take over the market? Drop your favorite in the comments and build something that really matters and solves a real problem. If you want to connect with like-minded creators, check out the link below the video. It will take you to our free community on School. If you ever get stuck or run into a technical issue, just drop your question there. Someone's always around to help. And who knows, you might meet your next co-founder, designer or dev buddy. It's 100% free, so no excuses. Click the link, join the crew and let's build cool stuff together. See you in the next one.